See, I tend to suffer in silence when it comes to modes of transportation, so for me, to use the toilet on an airplane is a big development. I never even stood up on a plane while it was in the air for fear that I would somehow throw it off balance. It threw me off at first, and so I kind of wobbled, but I didn't want to touch anyone else's seat, so I just stood there and wobbled for a second, just long enough for a dude to look at me funny. Then, I'm there. The porcelain sky throne. I wrestle with the doors for a bit because you have to press a button and push at the same time, which is oddly common in the UK for some reason. Oh wow. It's surprisingly roomy in here, what for having such odd, tiny accordion doors. I had room to spread my arms. It was marvelous. It was like a vacation from the flight. Warm lighting, warm water, and oh God, could have done without the well-lit mirror. That was just rude. Like, why put a mirror in front of the toilet? So I could study the face I make when I pee? It's like I'm intruding on myself. Then, there's the toilet. The dreaded, plain potty! You see, I have always been terrified of that toilet. Because I had a nightmare. Once. When I was about 7, just the once. Where I was sucked into an airplane toilet and ejected out of the plane and into the sea. I can't hold it anymore at this point, and I've been in here long enough that I'm wondering if there's a queue begun to form in the aisle. The plane starts to dip a bit and shake, and so I brace myself, as you do. And I kind of got one hand pressed up against the wall to my right, the other one white knuckle gripping the tiny sink in front of me, with my feet spread to each corner of the cubicle, kind of pigeon-toed. Then comes the flush. It's like thunder, and the four back went off at the same time. It's a good thing I already went to the bathroom because that nearly scared the shit out of me. The rest of the ordeal was rather average, but the odd thing was, as I peered outside of my cubicle and scurried back to my safe haven of a seat, it didn't seem like anyone had heard anything. All those slams and whooshes, and I get nothing? I was half expecting applause on my way out for having survived. But alas, all I got was that one dude who looked at me funny. P.S. to the very sweet and patient flight attendant who got me hot cocoa, pretzels, and pads, you single-handedly saved the reputation of this airline for me.